We were in a bare room at the top of the castle. Bin Gabaisha and Bin Kabina, silent and depressed, were lying down, and I wondered if they were asleep. Every now and again I could hear a wheel creaking on a well, but on looking out of the window could see nothing but a drab plain.
من وين جيت وليش؟
جينا من حضرموت، كنا نسد المها في الربع الخالي. يوم ماينا قرب ينتهي جينا للهسي، لأن البدو الإمانة لا يعرفون البلد.
عجل شلون وصلت الحسي؟
عندي خارطة عبد الله فيلبي وفيها إشارة للهسي، وعندي كذلك 2 من البدو يدلونها لأنه جايين من قبل نجران، وإذا في لوم تراني مسؤول وليس جماعتي.
ولا ابشر يا مبارك. عبد الله فيلي بتكلم يا الملك لصالحك، وسمح لك طال عمرها تكمل دربك، لكن وين ان شاء الله سايرين؟ حق خبره.
يا جماعة خلوني دليلكم لجبرين.
وشلون؟ وهذا أول مرة لك بهالبلاد.
عندي خارطة عبد الله فيلبي وعندي بوصلة ترشدنا.
بس هالدرب لا معالم ولا علامات، وما هي منطقة مكشوفة مثل جدة الحراسيس، والبدوان يندلون البير، وانت لازم يبيلك دليل يا مبارك.
يمكن نلقي حد من البدوان في دربنا؟
وين البدوان يا مبارك؟ والصحراء خالية، مثل ما انت عارف ما نزل علينا المطر السنة.
بحصلة، وأنا أكثر منكم خايف أموت من العطش.
ورايك كم يوم بناخذ بهالدرب؟
8 أيام.
وهمذا رايكم يا جماعة؟
مبين تراه دليل زين، وما هو براي ان نتم هنا، لكن نشوف نتبعه. والله كريم.
It often seemed incredible to me, especially when I was on foot and conscious of the steps I was taking, that we could ever cover such enormous distances going at this pace. Sometimes I counted my footsteps to a bush or to some other mark, and this number seemed but a trifle deducted from the sum that lay ahead of us. Yet I had no desire to travel faster. In this way, there was time to notice things. A grasshopper under a bush, a dead swallow on the ground, the tracks of a hare, a bird's nest, the shape and colour of ripples on the sand, the bloom of tiny seedlings pushing through the soil. There was time to collect a plant or to look at a rock. The very slowness of our march diminished its monotony. I thought how terribly boring it would be to rush about this country in a car. إذا حسابي صحيح ترانا قريبين من البير.
والله انك دليل يا مبارك، ما استوى مثيله.
We stayed for 20 days at Abu Dhabi, a small town of about 2,000 inhabitants. Each morning, the sheikhs visited us, walking slowly across from the castle. Sheikh Shakbut, a stately figure in a black cloak, a little ahead of his brothers, followed by a throng of armed retainers. We talked for an hour or more, drinking coffee and eating sweets. And after they had left us, we visited the market, where we sat cross-legged in the small shops, gossiping and drinking more coffee. Or we wandered along the beach and watched the dhows being caulked and treated with shark oil to prepare them for the pearling season. Buraymi was about 100 miles away, and it took us 4 days to get there. We had plenty of food and were no longer tired, and there was good grazing. Next morning we approached Muwaji. It was here that Sheikh Zayed lived. He was a powerfully built man of about 30 with a brown beard. He had a strong, intelligent face with steady, observant eyes, and his manner was quiet but masterful. I had been looking forward to meeting him, for he had a great reputation among the Bedou. They liked him for his easy, informal ways and his friendliness, and they respected his force of character, his shrewdness, and his physical strength. They said admiringly, "Zayed is a Bedou. He knows about camels. He can ride like one of us, can shoot, and knows how to fight." I told Sheikh Zayed of my plans to visit the interior of Oman, and he promised to help me when I came back in autumn. I stayed with Sheikh Zayed for nearly a month. I returned to Buraymi, visited the leeward